Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back again to the Daily GrindCast. We got a special guest, the one and only lead singer from Los Varones De California, Ferny.
I remember when we started a tour, it was us, Juniors, and Caimanes.
Mm-hmm.
We started like a Tercia de Reyes, se llamaba. Somebody had offered us, I think it was like $300K to buy us out for 15 dates. And we said no for the same reason. Like, we're not just going to, if they're offering us that, imagine how much more we can make, you know? And it wasn't just about the money, but it was just kind of like, you know how you're saying.
Yeah.
Some people are quick to like just take it and that's it. But it's like, I've always been the type of guy to move more with strategy, you know, more with strategy, you know, use your, it's like, como dice el dicho, you know, the el que come mejor come algo así, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
But you know, it's good to wait. Good things come to those who wait, honestly.
There's always a better deal like around the corner. You just have to wait for, you know, like
Exactly.
or just like strategy, like certain things, like you might take a deal that's like, you know, 10,000 or whatever, you know, whatever the thing is when as you're in tour, because you already know that it's all set up, but you don't just like, someone can't just walk up to you and be like, I'll give you, I saw your thing. And, you know, because miracles do happen. I will say that miracles happen, but it's very rare that someone's just going to walk up to you and hand you something without expecting anything back.
Exactly.
And you got to stick to the plan, like you said, you know, just if you know where your group is going, where you want to go, just follow that those steps, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like like in that situation, we were just like, you know what, like let's take the risk, because there was dates where there was gigs where we brought in like 5-10 people, and there's gigs where we brought in a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
So we you know, instead of just taking, you know, that short amount of como se dice.
Oh, the short path? That basically what you're saying is
No, but like that feeling where like, oh, okay, we're good. We wait a little bit. We decided mejor, let's take the risk of like see how it goes, see how we could do it by ourselves, and we're good.
Yeah.
For everybody.
I mean, you mentioned it a little bit, but I would like to touch a little bit more on it before we move on to another topic. But you mentioned like you're on tour and stuff like that. So do you have a manager that manages your tour and everything, or you guys handle it yourself?
We do it ourselves. Yeah.
And then where do you tour? Like, where are you touring right now? Do you tour like the clubs? Or you like the Spanish clubs that are around here? Like, what is your tour schedule coming up? So so everyone can know.
Coming up, I'm not sure exactly where, but we just locked in a date for May 25th in Arizona. Rancho, I don't know, but you know, follow us and we'll be posting it. But right now we don't really have a lot of dates with the tour. More like just us. We have like North Carolina, South Carolina. We have Georgia.
Dang.
We have Washington, Chicago. We have where else? Texas, dude. Texas, I love Texas. And where else? They had called for New York, or New Jersey. I'm sorry. But I don't know what's going on with that one. But right now, those are the dates we have, like outside.
You guys been to Utah too, right? And you guys are going back to Chicago, or
yeah, we've been to Chicago a couple times.
Right?
We haven't played at Utah, but we always pass through it.
Oh, I see.
We drive through it, yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I was like, some states, I don't know.
No,
yeah. Like,
so what state was it? Because I remember you guys were talking about it, like in the most recent podcast. Like you guys played in one of those middle states.
It was
in the
Colorado,
Midwest.
I guess.
Or yeah. We just played in Colorado.
Okay,
we
was
played at Phoenix nightclub in Denver.
Oh,
yeah.
and then okay.
Yeah.
What? So my question is like, so is there a large Hispanic community out there?
Dude,
because I know
you'd
that
be surprised, right?
Huge, bro. Dude,
Colorado, like I would. I mean, it's beautiful, but
North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. To me, it's like what? But they get packed. Like it's the big ass venues.
How many white people do you see in there?
I don't know.
Like one, you're to see me.
No.
I want to ask more about, because I want to get some nuggets to the audience, right? People who look up, because believe it or not, like there's little kids who look up to you guys now, you know, like to people who get on stage, regardless their status or their level or whatever it is. So what are some nuggets that you'll give to those kids who want to be where you're at right now?
That's a good question. I get asked that a lot. A lot of, you know, like when we finish shows, people like, hey, compa Ferny, hey, like, how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, like they always ask me, what strings do you use? What picks do you use?
Yeah.
What this? What that? I'm like, bro, it's not a lot to it. It's just honestly, just sticking to it. Like how I said in the beginning, I would get home every day after school and just play till like 8 p.m. eat, and go to sleep. Like that was literally my. I'm not even exaggerating. That was literally what I would do. With Pinto too. With Pinto too, I would go to his house. We'll just pray. You know, what I think it is just consistency, and the hunger. Like it has to come from you. You cannot. It has to come with you. You cannot like just. You probably could, but it's rare when it just comes to you like, oh, I want to be a musico. But you kind of have to have that hunger in anything, you know, not just music, the podcast. You guys want to do it, you guys are here doing it. You get me? I feel like, you know, just advice would be take your time, but not too much time, because time is always running. But just practice a lot, find and surround yourself with people who want to do the same thing as you. It's simple.
Simple said, but it's obviously hard to action those and always remember that, to your point. But it seems like that's like the key things that everyone says. You know, I say the same thing. I mean, Daniel says anyone that we bring on, we ask them kind of the same question. You know, we like to gauge and like there's no real secret behind success except for you work your ass off, you're consistent, and you know you keep your head straight.
A lot of people probably don't mention. I feel like I like to have like somebody outside of the group tell me like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think we're going? Because we might think we're going straight, but nobody knows if they're going up. Yeah, nobody knows, you know. So
you need outside point of view.
I have people, you know, I have my friends from the other side of the speakers, and you know, I ask them, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And they give me their honest opinion. You know, I feel like maybe not everybody, but I like to have that person to tell me if I'm going up or down, or you know what direction I'm taking, because maybe we think we're doing the right thing, but we're really not. You know, I feel like that's kind of affected us lately as a group. Like we're over here trying to like do it, like doing the most, taking out music, when in reality, like it's the simplest little things that make you blow up. It honestly is.
Well, it's nice that you have like that open mind. You know, a lot of us, you know, growing up, or you know, we're not really taught to have an open mind, or you know, think outside and like ask for some of those things. You know, like you mentioned, if we're not willing to take, you know, criticism from our family or friends and stuff like that, how do you expect to grow from it? You know,
dude, that's a very good point. Like I feel like, if you know, as you know, being the boss of whatever it is, like you have to be like that. You have to be like that. If not, like sooner or later, your employees or you know your coworkers, they're not gonna want to work with you if you're just like, it's my way or no way.
That's
or
right.
I know what's right. It's like, no, bro. First thing about leadership is that like. First thing, everything is your fault. If it goes right, everything's your fault. You know, you're responsible for everything, and you have to. I mean, I have to like be open-minded, and you know, like have those other people's opinions. Their consejos. You know, it's for me. It's useful. For me, it's useful for sure.
Beautiful. Nah, I love that, and you know, I'm glad to be that you're here and you're talking about that, because even people that maybe are gonna watch this that you know and stuff like that are gonna be. They're like, oh, I didn't know that about him.
Don't be that guy.
You know, they're just like, oh yeah, we do see that into you. That's so beautiful, so beautifully said.
And
so
back then, you know what? I'm you know, and I'm honest enough to say that I wasn't like that before. Back then, it was like, nah, like no.
Yeah, but we have pride. That's another thing.
Yeah, it was pride. It was
for
pride.
men. We have so much pride sometimes.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, has it always been like that? Like, where you know, because we learn by our mistakes, bro, you know, and you're the way that you are now because of what you've been through. Has it been a time where like you thought everything was just gonna end?
Yeah, hell yeah, all the time. Maybe not right now, but like literally this week, we had nothing Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and within one day, we literally just got calls after calls, and we booked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, so it's not that it's the end, but like for example, that like there's times where you just I lay down and I think like, damn, like what am I gonna do when I'm 40 years old, 50 years old? Am I still gonna be doing this? You know, so it always comes across my mind. You know, like when is gonna be the end? But if you do the right things, if you do it right, like the whole royalties and the whole platforms, because that's where it's at right now. That's where like the checks are for tomorrow. Yeah. You know, the gigs are for today, but that's for tomorrow. So I feel like that we're focusing on that right now for sure.
The goal is of this podcast of our journey is to, you know, just to bring on guests who are successful what they do, or who have a story for other individuals who maybe, because I mean I grew up in a negative environment, right? I didn't have no one to look up to. Social media didn't start popping till like maybe towards the end of high school, my age. So like, and even then it was just like memes on like funny shit, nothing motivational until like after high school, a couple years after high school for me. So like people who see this is the beauty of it, right? The beauty of the podcast, of YouTube and all that. People now could search Ferny and see what you're doing, so they could, I guess, be your online mentor, right?
Yeah.
So with that, bro, what's the goal for Ferny? Like, what's next?
Dude, honestly, it's funny. It's funny because I'm gonna answer with a question about you too. Like, do you, for example, when I see your stories, I'm like, damn, like, you know what, day 89 or 90?
No, 91.
91.
Dude, I remember when you barely started it.
Dude, me too.
And, you know, I was just like, damn. But I feel like me as a person, as Ferny, like, I wanna, you know, have the physique I've been wanting for a long time, and I want to be in some charts that I've been wanting to be in them for a long time, and be a better. Back then, it was like my goal was like be a better dad, be a better father, and I feel like I'm there now. So I feel like all those three things was my priority right now. That's like just for probably family first, obviously, and then me, and then my work, because you have to put yourself first.
In a relationship or just in general, you can't spread happiness, spread love or anything if you don't love yourself, if you're not happy as a person. Yeah. Because then that's all you're going to give off of everything you're not.
Yeah. Well, back to my question. I wanted to ask, well, it's going to be about you now.
Okay. All right, dude, I guess everyone.
What do you eat?
Chicken and rice, brother.
I know. I ate that
literally.
Too, I ate that too, but how much of it?
So, I mean, you have to do your you have to track your macros, bro. Because people think that it's, because people say, oh, I'm eating healthy. Oh, I'm gonna get a salad instead of a fucking burger. I'm gonna get this or that. It's not about what you don't eat. It's what you eat and the amounts, right? Yeah. So you have to literally get a scale, measuring cups, and measure everything based on your macros, bro. That was key for me. Yeah. Because I started. I mean, now I don't. Even now I measure, but not to the exact point, because now I already got to the physique that I wanted to be, or to my goal. Now I kind of eyeball it, but that comes with like practice, right? Same thing. Like now you can get a guitar, close your eyes, and fucking play a badass song.
Dude, like, cause I track my macros. But I like, dude.
Do you weigh your meats? Do you
literally everything? My rice, my even the sauces that I put on it. Because it has sugar and stuff like that. So everything, but I don't know. Right now I'm trying to grow. I'm eating almost 4,000 calories a day.
Okay. So your goal is to turn everything into the solid muscle and get.
Yeah. First I'm trying to get kind of big. You know. I'm trying to get kind of big and then you know, cut or whatever. But I feel like I just have no direction right now. I have literally no direction. I feel like I'm just like free balling. Like, oh, let's see what happens. Yeah. I'm eating a gang of carbs, a gang of. Well, I'm eating max 100 grams of fat a day. But coming from all that food, it adds up, you know? Yeah. And then I should be eating like 280 grams of protein, but I eat like 230. 230 por ahí.
What I do suggest, bro, is like actually follow a program for 3 months. Even if you make your own program, like, but literally like do the research and like, okay, I'm gonna do 30 minutes of cardio, I'm gonna do 5 sets of bench press, 3 of incline, like literally dot by dot, and track it. Like if this week you lifted 2 plates, write it down. And then next week, 225, write it down. Like you have to be in detail, because I had enough.
So you think like what is that shit called? The progressive overload. You think it matters?
Yes, everything does. Especially as if you want to get results and see it, because once it is, again, if you're tracking your macros and you're literally putting everything on MyFitnessPal app, you see. Like if you go to the macro section, it tells you how many grams and how many percentage, right? And I'll be like, okay, I had more carbs than yesterday, so I'm probably not gonna put an extra scoop today. You know, she said like that. You start playing with it. And
most things you don't start seeing results for like 30 days. Like if you ever want to try something, they always say like try it for at least 30 days. You know, like if you're trying a new supplement, or if you're trying whatever, if you try it for at least 30 days, that's when you're gonna see results, because everything's not.
Yeah, like I for sure seen results. Like my family seen results with me too. Like I've gotten to you remember I was super skinny. I was super like to the bone skinny, and I put on mass. I put on a little bit of muscle, but I mean, obviously it's never enough, you know.
Mhm.
I want to get a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I feel like I said, I just have no direction.
I went through this when I was 22 as well. So I started my fitness journey. I was always in sports, but I graduated probably at 135. Like I was fucking 135 pound swimmer, just fucking skinny as fuck. And I thought I was good. And when I finally started lifting, that's when I was like, oh shit, I'm actually pretty small. So my goal from 135 was to get up all the way to, at the time, I think the first goal was 180. So I was eating 6 meals a day, but I was doing the same thing that he was doing, was counting his macros. I would chicken and rice, 6 times a day. I fucking wanted to throw up every day. I was so full.
That's me right now.
I was tired of it. And I was like, nope, got to keep going. So I did that. And within 4 months, I got up to 185 and I was pure rock solid. And I was just like, holy shit. Yeah. But everyone's body's different. So it's just like,
that's me right now. Like I was stuck anywhere from like, it was like 200 to like 210, 212.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go down or up from there until like, dude, the bike, I feel like the bike helped me a lot. Like treadmill and bike, it will get me hungry. Like it will get me super hungry. So dude, I would eat like 6 times a day. Dude, there was a point where I was getting big. And then dude, I tore my ACL, my MCL, and from there it went down. I got back up and I started working out again, and same thing. I'm here again. And now I don't know if you see my story. It's like, dude, ever since like work, just like it was like every day. I just don't have. I don't want. It's an excuse to say I don't have time for it, because you do have time for everything, but I just. I just
because it's only 30 minutes to an hour, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not. I mean, you could be watching TV for an hour. You know, you just have to like strategically change your mindset.
What do you guys do like when you guys like? There's no more like right now. My thing is I lost motivation. I lost like the rhythm of it. What do you guys do like in those situations?
Bro, I fucking love talking about this shit. Motivation gets you started, bro. But after that, it's like we were talking about earlier, right? Like you just have to do it. You have to fucking what you said, like sound check. You have to sound check even though you don't want to. Because again, motivate you. You watch a video, you get pumped. But then you start talking to your friends, to your girl, to your family, and then whatever got you motivated, it's long gone. So now, same thing with what you're doing, right? You see your plan, your goal, where you want to go. And fuck motivation, bro. It's just consistency. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning to be at the gym at 4. But I'm not motivated, bro. I don't want to. I hate it. Every single morning, I could even not. Maybe 3 to 4 times a week, I tell myself, it's fucking cold. It's raining. I'm not going to go. Or like, okay, fine. Tomorrow, I'll sleep in. You know, my body needs rest. Like the same excuse that everyone does, that everyone says. And that's the problem, right? The same excuse that everyone uses. Your body needs rest. Your body does this. You're eating too much. You're working out too much. Or that's why people are how they are. So What am I doing? The opposite. Unless whoever's telling me that it's somewhere where I want to be, then I will listen. If you're not at the physique that I want you to be, or you're not financially free, like where I want to be, then your opinion, it's it's appreciated. It's accepted. I listen to it, but it's not gonna be followed.
Yeah.
And that when it comes to motivation, it's like that, bro.
Dude,
like same thing.
I feel like a big issue for me, like nobody's around me and that has the same goals as I do. Like the guys are, we work together, but none, like, dude, they make fun of me, dude. They make fun of me, and like they're like, stay like that. But it's like, bro, like you just don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't. Some people don't understand.
They won't.
They don't understand. Nope.
I mean, I got distance from a couple people because of the same thing, like I stopped drinking, so now they don't hit me up to go out the bars, and for the same thing, they probably thought that they think that you're better, or they think some type of negativity, right, towards you.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Like same thing with, I guess, with the group, right? You want them more, but they're not gonna understand. Yeah. They're just gonna be like, this guy's too cool. Like just because he played with them once, there's always gonna be that negative talk. So you just have to keep going, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, the reason why no one understands is because you have the plan, and Daniel says it. We all say is, and he got it from his mentor, and they all say this. It gets lonely. The meaning behind that is because when you have a certain goals behind you, you're gonna be separated from them because they don't see what you see. So the purpose behind it is that it's gonna be lonely and no one else will be around you that's motivated. But fuck it. Like the only person that has to be motivated is you.
You know what? In addition to that, I feel like I like being lonely sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I like for example, this weekend my girl was not here. I woke up, I go to the gym, I go home, eat. After the gym, I'll have like it'll depend how I feel. If I have like no energy, if I just have no energy, I'll carb up and obviously protein. But for example, yesterday morning I got back and I just ate like 2 cans of atún, two cans of tuna, a little bit of mayo and some crackers, and that was light. It felt good, But I don't know if it's if you feel the same way, but dude, I like the loneliness that comes with it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why.
Also, like, there's no barriers now. When you're alone, no one's gonna stop you. No one's gonna tell you don't do that, don't, or this too much or this. When you're alone, you literally do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And eventually, that's what we all want, right? That type of freedom. If it's financial, we get to buy whatever we want. We get to travel wherever we want, or just with friends and family, right?
Why are you doing like the whole fitness journey?
I always wanted to have a business, to be financially free, to, be surrounded by good individuals. And I never had that. And I would they say I wanted to start a business, and I would tell one of my friends, like, oh, we're going to start doing real estate. Yeah, but you don't have fucking money. How are you going to do it? They don't know. And I would tell them, literally, this was a conversation. Yeah. And I would tell them, they don't have to know we don't have money, bro. We could just have someone else just pay
it. Till you make it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, let me know how that goes. And I always been, again, my upbringing was like super, like kind of negative, not like really motivation, not pushing you, not like, oh, you got to be great, just see student, you know what I mean? And so I decided to make a change, and fitness was one of them. I always been like working out all the time, but never saw results. Like the video I posted where we're all drunk, I was like fucking flexing my ass off.
Dude, I didn't even know it was in the video because I was so drunk.
I was like yeah, we're all drunk, dude. I was like 205 at that time. My arms were big, because when you fucking you eat a lot, you get big, your arms get big. But I thought I was buff, dude. But like, yeah, my arms were big, but then you look at my body and it was like fucking like shit.
Dude, that's me right now.
You know what I mean? But the difference was, bro, that now maybe you have your purpose is to grow and then to cut. I didn't know anything about that, bro. I was just eating and drinking and working out, thinking that was gonna be And then just to answer the question, I told myself, like, I'm tired, I got a mentor, and then I saw what he was doing, so I started implementing in my life, and he would tell me the same thing, right? Like you said, consistency. That's how, and that was one of the things I lacked. So I chose something that I enjoy to stay consistent on, which was fitness. And I told myself, like, once if I could do this, then I'll jump to my next venture.
Yeah.
So fitness was one of them, and then we started the podcast, and now I'm learning a new thing to start implementing for the consistency and the results. And I mean, I enjoy it, bro. And I like it. It's something that I learned to love, because now I get to, people hit me up, like with questions, and like, what do you do this, or how many hours you sleep, all this crazy stuff that
people look up to you.
Mm-hmm. Or and they just wonder, like, you, like, I get a couple when they tell me, you inspire me to work out. Like, I'm working out because of you, or like, that's just crazy. You're almost done with your 100 burpee challenge, and like just little shit like that. Dude, I'm just like,
I shit you not. I tried it for like 2 days. I couldn't. It was hard. You take breaks between the 100?
No.
Between the 200?
So let's just get this straight. So my dumbass.
I do take breaks though.
My dumbass. No, we take breaks. I mean, like, not between days, but
no.
The thing was, I came up with this crazy idea because I needed my motivation back. I needed back in the gym, and I was going inconsistently back to the gym because of the whole COVID plus other excuses that I had. So I just came up with a crazy idea, was just like, how can I get myself and be consistent and everything? It's obviously set a goal. So I was like, what if I do like just 100 burpees a day? Even if I miss gym, at least I freaking did my 100 burpees. So I'm thinking about this for a day or two, and then finally I just get like crazier thought. Shit, what if I tell Daniel? He's already working out. He won't care. So I tell Daniel. He fucking responded, fuck yeah, or like, hell yeah. Like right away, I was like, cool. I told 3 other friends. And it turned into this big thing because his mentor is group and everyone is doing it. And I was like, holy shit, like this actually turned into something bigger. I was like, we should give out awards because it's so fucking much. It's just like, and honestly, bro, I've had neck pain for the entire time. And I'm so sick of this. Like, I can't wait for this to be over and doing like a whole nother challenge, like abs or something. because it's just like, for me, it feels like it's taxing, maybe because I feel like a little older, but I'm just getting like this neck pain constantly. And I'm just like, so I have to split them up. I have to make sure that I'm not doing fucking too much. And then once I go to the gym, because I make sure I go to the gym too, is just like, you know, I don't overdo it to myself. You know, you got to kind of listen to your body at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was just a crazy thought because, you know, no one believed that probably when everyone was watching it was like, oh, day one, fuck, they're not getting to 100.
Yeah.
And look at us now, we're freaking 91.
Yeah.
9 more days and we're fucking sayonara. That's it.
What's your style of training? Like, do you go? Are you like the heavy, moderate reps, or you're like the controllable, slow type of reps, or you just go all out?
Right now, I'm doing low weight and like high reps.
High intent,
Yeah. Because now I'm right now, since I'm done with like my 3 months, and now I'm where I want to be. I'm still not sure if I want to grow or just be more like cut, you know, like be more lean. More. So I'm like I'm still indecisive. So right now I'm still Monday through Friday, I'm still counting macros, and the weekends I slack off a little bit. But now I get to do that. You know what I mean? When I first started, I wouldn't. Like on the weekends, I'll have still count my macros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But now I get to, you know, now I earned it. Like now I get to eat like fucking pizza, burger. You know what I mean?
The hardest thing for me is getting out freaking like Mexican food because I
dude,
love that shit.
Bro, tell me about it.
My problem is like, where am I gonna get real food at 3 a.m, or at midnight? Where am I gonna get real food? Like, that's my issue. So I try to eat as you know, as healthy as I can before I leave.
Yep.
Because I know once I get back, I'm gonna have like a nasty ass burger. You get me?
Yeah.
That's my issue, dude. Like,
the hardest part is like trying to figure out that new schedule that you want. So you create that schedule, even if it's late night. Like, you might have to, like, and then your friends might laugh at you even more, but you're gonna like end up start taking meals with you.
Or I mean, or you don't have to eat, bro. Just drink water.
It's because dude, like now hambre. Like
no, I bet, yeah.
No, I get you. I get hangry, bro.
Dude, me too, man. Like,
I'm like the worst fucking evil. My girl fucking knows.
And especially right now, like every hour and a half, every 2 hours, I'm hungry, like hungry. So, you know, imagine the whole night not eating. Man, I'm not live.
The only reason I'm recommending it because I do the same. I have the same feeling is like when I get hungry, I'm like starving. But I take my BCAAs come with like. Not like it's not a meal replacement, but what it helps with the hunger. So if there is supplements out there, I mean, it's up to you to take them, but there is supplements out there that help curb your hunger. And the great thing, I take it at nighttime because I get really hungry at night and I want to eat past 7. Nope, I don't want to eat, and then I freaking get hungry, and then I'm starving at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. So I use that supplement just to help. It comes with my BCAA.
That's a good topic. What you don't take any supplements?
I just take creatine, which I gotta order because I ran out, and protein. But talking about hunger, bro, I you know, I follow a lot of shit, a lot of entrepreneurs, and you know, the food industry is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, when we're hungry, it doesn't mean that we have to eat. That's what we were taught in school, right? Like the whole the food pyramid, you know? Like, oh, if you're hungry, doesn't mean that like you have to eat or that you're actually hungry. Maybe you're like, we're just addicted to the food, even though it's bad for us. Well, not all of it, but you know, like even though some foods are bad for us, we still crave it because we're addicted to it. It's like a drug, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you're following based on your schedule, follow your macros and your meals, and then go based on that. And then once you're done with your macros, once you meet them, then don't just fucking get electrolytes, bro. There's like a fucking there's some electrolytes that, you know, that they're fucking 0 calories, 0 everything, but they still hydrate you and they have flavors, bro, and those fucking put in work.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be taking that shit right now. Like, instead of drinking just water, I add electrolytes for the same reason. I mean, it's just stay hydrated. Because there's times where like I'm at the gym, I'm like, damn, I forgot my water bottle. I'll be thirsty. I'll be thirsty, you know. And like right now, I'm drinking like just a regular gallon a day with electrolytes. I feel like I should bump it up to 2 because back then when I was, you know, before my injury, I was getting kind of big, and I was drinking like 2 gallons. I was having like 6 solid meals a day, like a gang of food a day, you know. And now I'm just like I don't know. Right now I'm just like this right now, you know. So
for the food, I do know, like, to what Daniel was saying about like adding the electrolytes and drinking a lot of water and stuff like that. So I recently cut out soda for the past 2 months, and now I only drink like Topo Chico, the freaking mineral water, that's my new addiction, which I love. Like, I left it in my car, but no, when I get thirsty too, like I'm just like fuck, like I need like something besides just like water gets me full. So I buy bottled water. I buy like Evian or like spring water or something that has not just tap water, because I know that helps. And then like I said, other than that, it's electrolytes, and I just try to flush my body out at night with them, because I mean, it does help. I just at first, it's the hardest part. I think is the first week for me. Yeah. After the first week, you're like,
do you guys like weigh yourself like before and after you sleep?
I do it every week, every Friday morning.
I weigh myself every 2 weeks, because I actually got really fat. I got scared because I was like 195, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but I was just like very chubby, like around the midsection.
I've been weighing myself like every night before I sleep and when I wake up, because I want to see like how much, like obviously you go to the restroom and I want to see what's the difference, like how much I lose during my sleep, because dude, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out my body and how it's working, what I need, and because I already did blood work and they said todo bien, pero like I don't know.
Did they tell you less red meat and more like chicken and fish oils?
They did it, but they did tell me I can't be taking pre-workout. Did you have like I had a high heart rate.
You know what? I did blood work too, but the ones I think we did the kind of like similar. They don't tell you like what we need, right? Like what to take or not, what to take. They just check for like.
That's more of like a nutritionist.
Yeah. You need to find a nutritionist or a sport doctor, because they can help you way more.
The doctor's just the general shit, health stuff. It's not what like, oh, you're lacking this, you're lacking that, you need this.
Exactly, and that's going back to the supplements. That's what I want to do, just to make sure I'm actually supplementing what my body needs, not just because people like. They get magnesium, they get this, they get that, vitamin D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, so and people, just because they see it on TikTok, and dude, I was like that. Like I was taking shit that I was seeing on TikTok because, it helps your brain function better or
did you buy Alpha Brain?
No, Joe
Rogan?
No. I wanted to. Actually, I think I did.
Good.
I bought Lion's Mane.
Yeah. Oh, Lion's Mane's good though.
Yeah.
Those are but that's a different type of supplement though. That's like helping like with memory, and that's just good for us. It's like stuff like that. Yes, like anytime like the different type of mushroom powders, those are all good. But supplements like you were mentioning, like the extra vitamin D that you don't need, or when you're taking magnesium that your body already overproduces, vitamin D. Sometimes a bunch of us already have too much vitamin D. Yeah. So yeah, it is specific to each person, and that's where you got to find out. That's why you do the blood work. But if they tell you you're not lacking anything, because my doctor told me I'm lacking fish oils and stop eating so much red meat. So I stopped that.
They told me I need a vitamin D. I just need to go outside more.
Yeah. Well,
you hit up your homies. Hey, what's up, compas?
No, yeah. I mean, back then I was taking creatine, obviously protein. I was taking pre-workout machine. Yeah. It helped, but maybe it wasn't the actual like caffeine. More of like. Which like the beta alanine, like more of the focus side of the pre-workout. That's what I want,
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Maybe that's what I'm probably gonna take now, just to get it.
There's some good ones that I took. I can't always recommend them because it's crazy, but they're testosterone igniters. And the only reason I say that is because caffeine and me are jittery. Like if I take fucking this much of coffee, I'm already fucking shaking.
Dude, me too.
So I can do green tea, and I can do matcha, and I can do testosterone, and those are fine. So everyone's a little different, but testosterone booster, I would look into a little bit, just because you don't know how it's gonna affect you. Like it never got my heart racing, but man, I would just get fucking laser focused. My face would get a little itchy, and then I would just fucking zone out.
Have you guys took CMOS?
No,
I did.
Dude, that's just crazy.
Wait, you're talking about CMOS?
CMOS, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have it. I take it every day. I have it in a gummy form.
All right, dude. All right, I'm taking. I buy some jars from some guy. From one of my friends, and it's like the actual it's like the gel, dude. That thing for sure, it gives me like a gang of mental clarity. It gives me like just like natural energy. Like I'll go to sleep like just naturally. I'll wake up super early. Yeah. I'll sleep like 5 hours, like a little bit, and I think it's crazy. It's cool.
Thankfully now I went on like at one point I was doing caffeine and I was doing like all this stuff and I needed energy. I was drinking a shit ton of Red Bulls. Once I stopped all that shit and I went through not like a relapse, but you basically like shock your body after like 30 days. And after I never took it again, I would say after 3-4 months, now I have like natural energy. I'm up early, don't need energy. I can go to the gym. I don't need pre-workout. Go home, shower. I still have energy. Like there's certain days where I'm still like tired, and maybe I'll take a power nap.
Speaking of flushing your body, have you guys done like the cold plunge?
I do cold showers
I
in the
do cold
morning.
showers,
No,
yeah.
no cold
Dude,
plunge.
I want to do a cold plunge so, but we keep talking about it. We
yeah.
need to.
What about like the water fast? You guys tried that?
Yeah,
I've
like
done a 20. I do 24 hours.
I've
24
done
hours?
72 hours.
So 3
3
days.
days. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
You didn't see when you posted it, dude. I thought he was like when he first said it,
Yeah.
he was gonna do it 3 days. I was like, bro.
What happened? How did you feel? Like, what'd you see?
You know what? I thought it was gonna be bad, but it wasn't. The hardest day was the last one because it's because you know you're gonna break.
Finish.
Yeah, you're gonna break your fast. So my brain already knew. So that day I was like the hungriest because I couldn't wait to get home to fucking get the bone broth, right? So but yeah, overall it wasn't that bad, dude. It's good for you. I do want to do maybe like a week long one.
Damn.
So I want to do like maybe like 3 times a year.
You want to do a week long, bro?
Yeah. So I want to do a 3-day, a week long, and then
Of
a
not
3-day.
eating? Like, what about fruit? You're gonna do like a
No, just water, bro.
Greens?
Electrolytes, yeah. So it's
I've heard some people do like they drink teas. They
No, yeah,
drink
you could drink teas,
water, but like no food at all.
no food at all.
Not even
Just
gel or
that's
nothing.
massive,
nothing.
bro.
No. Where can we find you? Where can the audience find you? We're gonna put all the links in the description and stuff, but just let us know.
Oh, yeah,
where-
we'll do
Our,
pop-ups.
our main like socials is just Instagram. We have TikTok, Los Varones de California. That's basically the names of all our socials, Los Varones de California.
All one word and all on YouTube, everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, on
Nice.
YouTube, everything. We're everywhere. We're on YouTube, Spotify, everything,
Perfect.
all the digital platforms. So just look us up right there.
Okay,
We have
for sure.
we have links to like a link tree, literally all our stuff,
Oh,
everything,
sick.
numbers,
Okay.
everything. So
Cool.
just look us up right there. If I could teach the world something, it would be like I feel like you probably get the same answer: more love, less hate. Like
No, that
I
was
feel like everybody needs that. Everybody needs that. And some people lack either one, and I feel that's what I would do. More love, less
more
hate.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I like that, bro.
So
Facts.
why though?
Because I mean it's probably gonna sound like a selfish answer, but because that's how I am. That's how I am. I would want everybody to be good people and to show for it to be like a common thing to just hey bro, like you look good. Hey, you're doing really good. Like
Spreading the love, yeah.
spreading the love, bro. Like instead of the hate, and jealousy, it's a plaga, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's just
sickening,
bad. It's sickening.
There's so,
It really
there's so
is.
much now, and then you're gonna get more from the news.
Dude,
you get it from everywhere.
It literally could like knock somebody down, like just from all negativity or like just hate or just bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it could be anything, but it'll be my answer. Just more love, less hate for sure.
Cool,
Nice,
bro.
man. That's-
Yeah, that's facts. Well
Oh,
said.
yeah. Well said. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, drop in the comments if if anything resonates with you. We're gonna be posting this in probably 2 parts because this was so long, which is great. But definitely look out for part 1 and part 2. And Daniel, any last words?
No, I mean, thanks Ferny again, and shout out to his group and everyone, and let's get it.
For sure.
Awesome. Peace.